You think I'm one of those Bruneians that goes to UK for like 4 days and comes back with an accent? Whereabouts in Belimbing do you stay? Whereabouts in like Lambak are you from? You know, and then you ask them like, you've been to Britain before? I transited on the way to America. You know what I mean? Well.
Mikir ko ada lagi.
Weren't you a fitness guy? Wasn't your YouTube channel all about powerlifting and
powerlifting and stuff.
Now you're powerlifting yourself up the stairs? As you know, I closed my store down, so Times Square. Yeah, vamonos, it's gone. The excess stuff came over here.
Ni jual ka na?
Hindi lah, yeah.
May isang chari rito.
Is it?
Oh.
2 weeks ago, I would have recommended a comic store in Times Square.
Let's go.
Where we're going? You taking me out? You're gonna seduce me?
I keep calling you Mike. Coba kau ambilkan tu si Mike punya kaya.
Si Mike punya car. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
It's a smooth car. It's a nice car. You should ask them to give it to you. Is this recording?
Yeah.
Oh, it's already recording?
Yeah, man.
Help me, he kidnapped me.
My guest today is one of my closest friends in the industry, my favorite comedian after Jerry Seinfeld and Conan O'Brien, the professional idiot Khai Anwar. It wouldn't be like my show without si Khai ba?
Oh man, that's very sweet of you.
Yeah, I know.
Are you
right?
trying to get me to fall in love with you? Like, why are you feeding my ego? What's going on?
You're watching Good Company on Wheels. This guy looks like Dato Isham.
You know, hey, speaking of Dato Isham, he's like a mythical person right now to me. Like, I know some people who met him, and it's so surreal. Like,
I met him.
You've met him?
Twice.
You met Dato Isham?
Yes, I interviewed him.
Was I dead? Like, why didn't you call me? Like, what?
He hangs around Wahoo Manggis,
What he hangs around? What is he, a teenager? Because you know, his voice is synonymous with like news nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, Kementerian Kesihatan ingin memaklumkan. Like, you know, like I just like, oh, I wonder what it's like to have a conversation with him. You know, he seems like a nice guy.
I want to have him on the show,
I bet, man. You should. Ada my friend yang kerja in the ministry. So dia gambar sama Dato Isham. Ada story-nya. Kulit like kambang tau. Someone's recording us. That's your crew, right?
I think so.
Oh, all right. Hi.
Yeah.
Your son is growing up so fast.
I know, right? I'm thankful for second wave because spent a lot of time with him.
We are at Omicron stage, so let's just not get to the Megatron stage.
Yo, ni macam Bollywood. Yo,
Hey.
luan sudah ni.
Exactly, man. Like, should I be singing? Nah, there are better songs. Song, buddy. It shows how much you know. Top 3 places to have nasi pusu di Brunei. Go.
The nasi lemak classic.
Yeah,
Pusu,
I
right?
had that for lunch yesterday.
My restaurant.
No, not including your restaurant.
Tayo, I prefer like nasi katok rather than.
see.
Okay, what about you?
My top 3
Yeah.
nasi pusu. Number 1 would probably be nasi lemak classic.
Okay.
Number 2 is your restaurant. Sorry, was I supposed to put it number 1 because we're friends? Fine. Top 3 in no particular order. Nasi lemak classic, your restaurant, no particular order, and Key Boys.
I haven't heard of that. Di mana to?
What do you mean you haven't heard of Key Boys?
Key Boys?
Ay, si mo ni warna kuning?
Yes.
Balikan dia kali.
Key Boys na niya apa kan?
Key Boys what? Nasi puso Key Boys is like one of the most famous ones.
Di mana ka ni?
Di Bunut.
Am I supposed to know that?
Yes! Kau suka makan ambuyat kan?
Suka.
Okay. Oh yeah, I mean we did an ambuyat episode. How are you a local Bruneian and you've never heard of Key Boys? I'm an immigrant and aku belum tahu Key Boys anymore. When I go there, the auntie's like, oh, ya biasa lah.
Pak, cuba siapa yang dah tahu Siapa yang dah tahu komen.
Can I like start a petition to have your IC transferred to me? Like, so are we going Key Boys?
Maybe karang lah kalau sempat.
Gila, I cannot eat that much, man. I'm shooting a film. Quiet. So before aku shooting, aku buffet ka? I've been starving, dude. I've lost so much weight. Thanks for noticing, by the way.
You know what's so funny about that?
What?
I sort of was doing the same thing. I was, losing some weight. And thank you for noticing as well.
Oh, well, to be fair, I haven't seen you in almost a year. So you probably put it on when I didn't see you and you lost it when I didn't see you. So the net balance is 0. You know what I mean? First day, restrictions were lifted, November 19, 2021. 8 o'clock, I left the house to go to the gym.
Yeah, but I didn't see you at the masjid pulang.
Wow, way to like out me and murtad me on public. Adi, bukannya like you're not supposed to buka air buranga.
I remember this. I called you.
No, this was when we were talking about the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said I'm not praying today. No, that's two different Fridays.
No, because I judged you on that. They were like, bandar ka di urangan ni.
So, Mr. Islam here judges his fellow brother. Halo kata. Oh, sangka buruk ya. Ada 3 sangka di dunia ni. Sangkar burung, sangka buruk.
Lagi?
Aku dah tahu ada buat.
Dessert? Sangkar burung ada dessert ada?
No, sarang burung tu.
Sarang
Mana? Keyboard sini kata, sarang burung sini kata.
You know burung, what burung means, right?
It means bird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unless
Somebody-
you're thinking of the other burung.
Yeah.
Seringgit 2.
Hindi tahu. I'm so innocent. What is that?
Seringgit 2.
Lama masih na?
Tak tahu apa nak.
When was the last time you went there?
I probably visited it and prayed at this masjid more times than you have because I live in Bandar my whole life. What, Mr. Islam?
Do you know Brunei words?
Of course I do. I'm more Bruneian than you at this point. Mr. Keyboys?
Do you know Ingul?
Ingol.
Ingul.
Ingol is the cousin of Ingos.
It's like if you want something, like macam my mom would say, "Agata, bingol arang bapa mo."
I see.
Niwa, you could go there, can go here.
Yeah. Life is full of choices.
Did you know that was taken down below?
The clock tower?
Yeah.
Someone told me that marks the starting point of our maps. Is that true?
Maps?
Like that's point 0 in Brunei?
Really? Yang ia kena bagi oleh Queen Elizabeth benar?
Hang on, let me check. Oh, is this the Queen? Is it true you happened to send a clock tower down to Brunei when it was the protectorate state? Alright. Thank you, Mom. You think I'm one of those Bruneians that goes to UK for like 4 days and comes back with an accent? Whereabouts in Belimbing do you stay? Whereabouts in Lamba are you from? You know, and then you ask them like, you've been to Britain before? I transited on the way to America. You know what I mean?
Tadi melintas sa masjid SOAS ito.
Yes.
Aku ingat something. Supposedly masjid ito ada naga.
We shouldn't be talking about this near Sungai.
Benar kan?
We're literally next to a Sungai.
So it's not just me lah.
No. Well, I can tell you, as somebody who lives in Bandar my whole life, I've heard that story multiple times.
Tapi fact check lah.
Fact check. Let's put a camera under there. GoPro ni ako simpasan na. Assalamualaikum.
Malam-malam. How's the film coming along?
It's coming along good. There's a lot of challenges, obviously. It's a film. It's pretty surreal to see the footage, you know, and I'm working with such a wonderful cast. So I'm literally the weakest link. I'm literally the worst actor there.
No, come on.
But I'm kind of cute, so. I speak Hindi in the film. I don't think anybody knows that. This is the first Bruneian film.
Spoiler ni. Boleh masuk tak?
Yeah. It's the first Bruneian film that is multi-language. Zulfan, the director, approached me in July and he said he would like to share the story about a minority character befriending an older Malay man. And then my father passed away. And I was really thinking about the life he lived. He lived an incredible life. And it's hard to talk about him in the past tense, you know? Like, I wasn't there when he passed away.
I'm so sorry.
All we had left of him was pictures. And Zulfan contacted me after my dad passed and he said, hey, I was thinking, wahnya, what if we make like the main character punya warung tu retro sikit, you know? It's like a light bulb clicked in my head and I said, Zul, this is literally my father's story. My father was an immigrant in 77. He came here. He had an older mentor who helped him set up his life here. And I said, might as well just make it set in the 70s. That's a unique thing that no one's done in this country.
No one's done.
I called you and I said, I need this. You interested? Yeah. Hey man, I am interested. Yeah. Sekali panjang essay-nya. Hey man, I don't want to disappoint you, but I can't do it because I got another project.
I'm so sorry, man.
It's okay, man. It's all good. I mean, I'm still seeing you now, so
Yeah.
you know, it's all good, man.
Yo, aku na pandai buka cermin niya, so.
Serious ka?
Oh,
No. Yo, I got you, man. First, you gotta unlock the window.
This one?
Yeah.
Already, oh, naman.
And that, pull it down. That trigger, pull it down. Oh, it's not working. Break the window.
You good to walk around yellow?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I walk everywhere.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I once saw you di Jamek Bukan ada masjid ah?
Ada
Kau
spot
jalan awak, kau jalan kaki ke Wahoo ke le?
Kilap, yeah.
It was raining.
Yeah.
I don't remember kenapa aku biarkan sih.
Kau nang beri water lah. Jadi semua ni. Ini adalah Kopi Kong. Kita ni kena hormat. I tak akan capi-capi lah.
Coba orderkan something untuk aku.
Okay, no pressure. For my drink, I'm gonna order the Khai. So it's basically a very specific Milo. Like it's gonna catch on when I'm famous. Milo pink, kosong, kau, kurang ice.
So that's your Khai.
That's the Khai. Oh, right. I was gonna steal a pencil. What am I, John Wick? I spent December watching Spider-Man No Way Home. I watched it like 5 times.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have a life.
Kau lihat seorang
I'm not a loner. Yeah, I have friends who don't have lives as well. I love the buaya memes. There's this one buaya meme. It's like different species and then nama species itu, and then the last one laki-laki. Buaya darat namanya.
I like your bit pasal yang ada babi itu.
The thing is, I improv that whole thing.
Mana?
That's all improv. The story is true, but all my reactions was improv. Because we've not been able to travel in a long time, I talked about my travel experiences, and one of them was going to Thailand and accidentally eating non-halal meat. The entire bit I improvised, slowly turning into a pig. After that, I felt so bad. I went back to the hotel and I prayed. Benar-benar ni aku macam khusyuk. Masya Allah, eating the pig. It's all very bad. Lepas aku sembahyang apa, aku macam, I feel good. So, went downstairs. So, they said, oh, if you want to pray Islamic, the mosque is on that side. So, you go upstairs and go follow sana. So, I went upstairs. Aku lihat sana, tapi aku sembahyang sana. So, do you remake it? Like, is this a remake? Do you reboot the prayer? So, aku macam, I faced the keyboard. I'm like, well, you know I was sincere. So, kalau ke UK, blonde terus. I'm like, oh, mate, what's United doing nowadays? It's football, isn't it? Hey, what's your favorite team? I never asked.
Liverpool.
That explains a lot.
Why?
That explains. You know what's my team? United. Oh, don't. Oh, me. Kamu hindi pa naman nang.
Malang juga.
One time in 22 years, kalau kau ada anak, umurnya 22 tahun, ia pas kali sejak di sekolah, jadi kita. I've never been to India.
Yeah, been to India?
No, I've been back Bangladesh once. My brother and my mother go back often. Because I don't really, what am I gonna do there? You know, I don't really know anyone. Like, I'll be like, hey cousin, how's it going? Like, you cool? We met once, we don't have to be friends. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, it's okay, you know, you don't have to add me on Facebook, it's fine. Like, I share a lot of stupid stuff on Facebook, you know, it's all memes and stuff, you know, like, in case you haven't noticed my meme mask, like, I'm not a smart guy, so every time my brother or my mom goes back, they're like, oh, you know, like, sometimes I wonder about life over there. I'm like, yeah, you know, life without a flat screen television, you know, without all your internet and all the things you enjoy, electricity. I mean, they do, but like, sometimes at 7 o'clock, they switch off kampong punya power to conserve energy. Get a grip, you know, like, you live here, just deal with it.
You're Brady.
I'm Brady. It's Brady Brunch.
Bisa aja tuh, Bay. Your brother. Kenapa aku punya?
Oh, kenapa punya brother? You just say brother. My late father migrated here for a better life, so can we all just agree this is a better life? Because di sana, like, you know, poverty is very high, crime is very high. No one's gonna be happy. It's just when they meet the cousins, they get like, oh my god, our cousins and family. I mean, I understand, obviously. You know, like, I had a cousin call me like, don't you miss us? I met you once. How clingy do you think I am? They go, don't you miss us? It's like, we spent 6 days together. I'm not in love with you. You know what I mean? You kind of ate my cookies, so, you know. But there was one cousin, she's such a sweetheart. She always kept in touch after, like, when I was a kid. You know, she always called and like, hey, when Skype was introduced, you know, she would Skype our family. So she was genuinely a sweetheart. So I saw her in Texas, like, she lived in Texas. So I took the trip to see her lah. Like, atu ya baik lah orangnya, tapi macam bukannya macam buaya, you know. You know, they just show up like, hey, we miss you. That's what buaya does, right? Sayang Abang Lai. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so Sayang Abang Lai is like my favorite Bruneian word. What does it even mean? Either you are my sayang Lai or Lai sayang kan abang mo ne. Like, it blows my mind, man. That word. Oh, man. It's my cousins. They're shooting at me. They hired an assassin. Yeah, it's our food. There you go, man. It's a surprise. Sayang Abang Lai.
Kalau Sayang Abang Lai, aduh lah.
Kau mau ni kah?
Coba tanya bang.
No, you know what? Let's settle this like gentlemen.
You know I'm so good at this game.
Nobody can be very good at this game. You have one of three choices. It's a 33% chance of success. 1, 2, 3. Go! Yeah, I'm so good at this game, he says. This is the coconut chicken with brown rice.
Brown rice.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I figured, you were having trouble climbing up the steps. Let's get you something a bit healthy. I will turn 32 this year.
When?
Bulan 7.
Aku literally hindi ingat lang ako deh. So kalau aku dengerin, kau mesti paham lah.
Sama je aku negeri kau.
Benar.
Aku lihat IG, birthday yun. Happy birthday.
Masa benar.
It's called friendship. What are you, my cousin? Clingy juga. So I met you when you were like 32? 31?
31. People who watch my shows,
They would know. Yeah, they would know.
tapi kau first impression mo,
Macam palat kan?
oh, palat.
Cuma tu lah.
Kamu kok belakang gitu.
Macam-
Kenapa?
Yeah, how long is it gonna take? I needed to be there like yesterday. Everyone I've met, they're like, oh man, first time I met you, I just wanted to punch you.
Benar.
Yeah, but you know what? That is branding. So no one messes with me.
We need to cool down the GoPro. The GoPro is heating up.
I think someone else is on the channel. Should we change channels? Yeah.
He said India. Sayang Abang Lai. How did you master the American accent at all?
Yes, I was in a Malay school when I was a kid, Sunshine. I never really had a lot of English conversations. It was very Malay. I didn't set out to master.
To master.
I just watched a lot of television. When I was a kid, I'd watch cartoons, TV shows, film, and you just pick up from there lah. Whenever I'm in the States, they're always like, oh, where are you from? You from New Jersey, New York? Where are you from? I'm like, no, I'm from, you don't need to know, but I'm from Asia.
Sotong. Sotong or sutuk?
Sotong.
You said sutuk in my last show.
Kejap, dulu bukan soto atau sutu kah?
Yes, but then my argument was that if you say,
Alright, it's a party. No, I say sotong.
you sure?
Yes. You can check the footage. Yeah, alright. So he's obviously gonna need to go to the hospital after this because I think his heart's about to give out. Why am I so mean to you?
And then Kujo.
Yeah, Roger.
That's not how you use Roger, actually.
How do you use Roger then?
You spent like 30 seconds thinking about that.
Last time I used Roger, I told him to calm down and let me do everything.
I think that's a different context.